Hey, what's up guys, Houston here, and for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. Now, for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, as always, salute. And as for my faithful patrons that believe in me and like my projects, double salute. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about getting approved for a Chase credit card. Okay, because there's a lot of videos out there, but I think there's some things that possibly, if you understood how to properly apply for the Chase business credit card, it will make things much easier for you. So understanding, first thing is the credit score, okay? So some people say that you have to have at least a 670 credit score. However, there have been people with a 616 credit score being approved. Now, you wonder, like, how is that possible? Well, here's what happened, okay? They had a relationship with Chase, and I always tell you guys about building a relationship with financial institutions, right? And so when you have a long relationship with a financial institution, they may not rely as heavily on your FICO score, okay? So with this situation, they more likely had a low DTI, debt to income ratio, all right? Then they also had high income. They may have had multiple accounts, so they probably had a personal and business account, okay? So when you have this type of trifecta going on with a financial institution you've been with for a long time, again, it does not weigh on your personal credit, okay, for its approval. Now, here's the thing about it you have to understand. With Chase credit cards, they more likely are going to pull your Experian. Now, if they pull your Experian, it's going to more likely be your FICO 8, okay? And the reason is because of new credit cards and stuff. They call it FICO 8 bank cards, okay? And for like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, those type of lenders and stuff, they still use the FICO 8. Now when it comes to credit unions, more credit unions focus more on FICO 9. Okay, and also your fintech companies. So in terms of if you have like a 670 and you have this here going on, it's easier for you to get higher limits. Now, in terms of talking about the credit cards and how you should be looking at them, here's the situation. With the Chase Visa traditional card, okay? So with the Chase Visa traditional card, it's unlimited, okay? We're going to also talk about the easiest Chase card to get. Then you have the Visa Signature. Now the Visa Signature credit limit starts at about $5,000. Then you have the Visa Infinite. Okay, now the Visa Infinite, that one starts at about $10,000. Now, you also have the World Elite MasterCard, and that also starts at about $5,000. Okay, so just to give you some idea about some of these Chase credit cards and what you may be looking at. Now here's the funny thing about Chase. Chase will give you your credit score. However, guess what? The credit score that they give you a VantageScore. A Vantage TransUnion score. Now, here's the thing about it. I keep telling you all, FICO score and VantageScore is two different things. Where your VantageScore, it incorporates a lot more information, okay? However, again, Chase doesn't pull a VantageScore. So say that you may have Chase may show you on your TransUnion, your VantageScore is a 720, right? But on your FICO 8, your credit score may just be about a 680. So you can see there's like a 40 to 60 point difference sometimes in terms of the credit scores. Actually, with the Vantage scores can be anywhere from 40 to 80 points difference. So when you're trying to apply for a Chase credit card, even though they give you this Vantage score, do not rely on this score, okay? When you're applying for credit cards, do not rely on this here score, because they're not looking at this score. This is just a free thing that they give you. They're actually looking at your FICO score 8. That's very important, because you'll end up applying for a credit card, they'll deny you. Now, if you get denied and you have a relationship, the easiest thing for you to do is call the recon. Okay, if you call the recon and find out what's going on with your application, then it's much easier, faster of a process to be approved. That's the reason I continue to tell you guys, whenever you're applying for a credit card, if it's possible, always go into that financial institution or call over the phone and let them walk you through the application. The reason is because they're going to have to verify and identify you anyway. Right? And because they're trying to verify and identify you, if you're on the phone or you're face to face, now it makes it much easier for them to confirm with the underwriter to help you get approved. So that's the reason you want to do that. Alright? Now let's talk about some of the easiest Chase cards that you can get. Okay? So you have the Chase Freedom. That's the easiest. Then you have the Chase, what is it? The Chase Sapphire and the Reserve. The Chase Sapphire, okay, excuse me, I hope I'm spelling it right. Excuse me for the misspelling of that. The Chase Sapphire, and then you have the Reserve, the Chase Reserve. Okay. So those would be your easiest credit cards to go after, okay, if you're trying to get approved for Chase. Now, in terms of if your credit score is lower than that 670, here's a few things that you could do that a lot of people are not taking advantage of to help boost up your credit score at least 25 to almost 100 points. Just do these simple things, okay? There's a program called Grow Credit, growcredit.com. Okay, so if you're paying utilities, you have subscription bills and stuff, if you sign up with them, they'll report that on your credit report. Alright, now if you're paying rent and you're not getting credit for it, you can go to Boom Pay, as well as Rental Karma. Alright, rental karma. So those are two things. You can also, you don't want to add an AU. This is not in reference to Chase, because with the FICO 8, if you add the AU, they won't count it in to the algorithm system. However, FICO 9 counts in your rent payments and if you add an AU. So that's the difference between FICO 8 and FICO 9 that you need to understand. So finding lenders that focus on FICO 9 may be better. But if you're a person that really want to build a relationship with Chase, so that you're not only just getting the personal cards, but you can get qualified for the business cards. And one of the things I said in another video about the Chase Ink cards is you actually can get a Chase business card or any business card without actually having a business. Okay, so that's the thing about it. Now here's something else that you also need to understand in reference to building up your credit. Okay, remove inquiries. And like when you have a lot of inquiries, you may have had low credit and they shop your credit around. for a mortgage or a car loan. With Experian, usually you can call in over the phone. You would have to call the fraud department and let them know, hey, I only applied for one car loan, and they ran my credit like this. And usually they will delete it. Since we're talking about Experian, they will delete those other inquiries. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and please pay attention, because if you have an account that's open, okay, and that account is less than 9 months open, do not challenge that inquiry, because you are taking chances of your of that account being frozen or losing that account. So I always tell people, if you're going to challenge an inquiry from an account that you already have open, always wait till at least 9 months, okay? So to challenge that inquiry. Now, here's another thing that you can actually do. You have Grow Credit, boom, Experian Boost. Now, some people don't like Experian Boost, but the thing about it, since more likely Chase is going to pull from Experian, why not get at least 13 to 25 points from them? I think average is about 12 to 15 points or whatever. But again, boosting up your credit by adding positive trade lines definitely helps in terms of getting it approved for credit card. And there's one more that I would tell you about, and that's Extra. It's the Extra debit credit card app. It's an app that you can download on your phone, okay? And you attach your banking information to it, and all your debit card transactions will be reported to the credit bureau. Now, they don't support all financial institutions, so you may have to find out which financial institutions. I think most of them are the major banks that they support. Now, that being said, again, if you have a 670 credit score, all right, and you don't want that hard pull, because they are, with Chase, they're going to do a hard pull on your credit score, then here's some companies you probably want to look at. Upgrade, Visa, okay, that one goes up to 25,000. Then if you are already a credit union member, I always tell you to go after the signature Visa. Why? Because most signature visas, they start at about 5,000. Okay? Now, if you have a Navy Federal account and you have a credit score of, say, 580, you still may be able to get a $25,000 credit card from Navy Federal. Again, you may have a high income, all right, and you may have had a good relationship for a direct deposit, because they're looking at internal scores. And with Navy Federal, they're going to pull your TransUnion FICO 9. This company here is going to pull your more likely to pull your Experian, but they're going to pull your FICO 9. Okay? So that's the reason why I would say, if you're going to go for the Chase credit cards, you might as well consider like other, and this is a fintech company, Upgrade Visa is a fintech company, okay? And because it's a fintech company, they're not only just focused on the FICO score, again, they're focused on the income, the debt to income ratio as well, okay? So they factor in different things instead of just mainly on the FICO score. And just goes to prove to you that even with traditional banks, like I said, a guy got a 616 and he got a credit card through Chase. But again, it's because low debt to income ratio, high income, and he had a personal and business account with them as well. Alright, so this is Houston with three-way funding. For those of you that may have questions about your personal credit, about business credit, click the link below. Set up a one-on-one consultation. If you are new to the channel, I ask you to please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and comment Do you like the Chase credit card? Do you have the Chase credit card? What was your experience to getting the Chase credit card? And for those of you that's always following me and supporting me, salute.